In 1949, in a village in Malaysia called Sarawak State, something strange happened. At 2 o'clock in the night, the roof of a person named Ashraf Hakim suddenly collapsed. But he survived. He spent the night somehow, but in the morning, he found out that similar incidents had happened not only with him but also with other people in the village. Some people's huts collapsed, some people's kitchens were destroyed. Everyone in the village was scared and confused about what had happened to them. They investigated and found out that in a nearby village, similar things had happened. Everyone was terrified because they had disturbed a curse and awakened it from sleep, which now wouldn't let them sleep at night. You might have seen many movies about zombies and apocalypses, but what we're talking about today is a real incident, not a fictional story. The video we're sharing today is a bit different and special because the suspense will break later. So, if you mess with nature, it will fight back. Anyway, let me tell you about an incident in 1950 in Sarawak, Malaysia, where many people died due to malaria when the situation got worse. The World Health Organization WHO helped by dropping some medicines on the island using aircraft. One of those medicines was called DDT, but today, many countries have banned DDT because it has harmful effects, including India. However, back in the 1940s and 1950s, DDT was widely used because researchers didn't know about its side effects, and everyone thought it was great. People believed it would get rid of mosquitoes quickly and easily, and they even encouraged spraying it regularly in homes. DDT was sprayed from planes too. To control malaria, a British officer even drank DDT to prove its safety, which was very foolish despite its risks. DDT was successful in controlling malaria cases. But then something unexpected happened. The roofs of the villagers' houses suddenly started collapsing. Can you guess the connection between spraying DDT and roofs collapsing? Well, besides killing mosquitoes, DDT also killed parasitic wasps, also known as yellow flies. This led to a population explosion of caterpillars, which started eating everything in the villages. They destroyed roofs made of grass, leaves, and wood. But the problem didn't stop there. These poison insects were eaten by a type of small lizard, which caused their population to explode too. The lizards then spread to every corner, inside and outside houses, even in dreams. They made it impossible to drink water or eat anything without fear of contamination. So to avoid that, cats were eat all those lizards, which in result this disease also spread in cats, resulting decrease in number of cats while the number of rats were increased. Diseases started spreading and the situation became unbearable. When people thought DDT would save them from malaria, it actually created a new problem. The roofs collapsed, and a new disease spread. After facing all these troubles, the villagers blamed WHO again, saying, "Where did you get us stuck this time? Now we need to get rid of this mess." Eventually, WHO and the British government did something unprecedented. They formed a special unit called the Para-Commandos to deal with the rebellious rats. These commandos were equipped with deadly weapons, ready to eliminate not just the rats but also the cats that were causing chaos. The British Royal Air Force flew from Singapore to drop cats on Sarawak Island. The operation was called Operation Cat Drop, and it started with dropping around 14,000 cats. Then, soldiers on the ground directed these cats to their mission. Soon, the cat army began hunting down the rats. The rat leader declared an emergency, and the entire area was on red alert. The rats were scared of the sirens, and the special cat force hunted them down mercilessly. This mission was successful, and the cats were hailed as heroes. But let me tell you, the story you've heard might have been similar to this, but nobody tells it better than us. They might have told you the story, but they left out a lot of details. Now listen to the truth. But wait, there's more to the story. The truth is that the British Royal Air Force didn't drop 14,000 cats. It was only between 20 to 30 cats dropped from the plane. However, even these few cats caused so much havoc and increased their population drastically within a few months, leading to a decrease in the number of rats. So Operation Cat Drop is an example of how tipping points in populations of pests and predators can have sudden large impacts on complex systems or increase in favorable conditions for rats that allows disease to flourish. Represents a dramatic change in the state of a system and demonstrates how nonlinear processes are important in the dynamics of pest outbreaks. So, this story teaches us that sometimes solutions to one problem can create new ones. It also shows how important it is to consider the long-term effects of our actions and to be cautious when dealing with nature. Now, you've heard the whole story with all the details. It's a fascinating tale of unintended consequences and the unpredictable ways in which nature responds to human intervention. Since humans started taking control, Earth has been facing various disasters. We've messed up the ecosystems so much that many species have gone extinct. For example, in Australia, they built a 5,600 kilometers long fence to protect their sheep from native dogs. But this destroyed the ecosystem, causing many species to disappear. However, some species like kangaroos and emus benefited because they were no longer hunted by predators. The British also caused damage by invading ecosystems. They destroyed thousands of species, and the ones left were hunted by European settlers. Animals suffered. And there was even a war called the Emu War, where emus fought against humans. This battle lasted for 38 days and the emus won. It shows that sometimes nature fights back.